Guys, last time we were out here, coaching staff didn't like what we saw. You all know it wasn't good enough. So let's make up for that today and have a great one. I know you got it in you. So let me see that greatness come out on the field, all right? Let's do it.
Set! 19 Tiger! 19 Tiger! Ready, go! Down! 60 Eagle! 60 Eagle! Ready, ready! Set up! Liking 18! Set. Ready! 70 Timberwolf! Check out!
Hello.
Ready! Hawk 70! Hawk 70! Hut.
All right, man, let's go. Bring it in tight. All right, let me tell you something. Championship teams have one thing in common. Great practice habits. Today was a great practice. And if we do that every day, there's no reason we can't win a championship.
What's up? You suck at football. And fishing. Face blue wide eyes.
Today, from TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville, Florida, it's Week 15 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Boo.
Snowflaking much of the Midwest and Northeast. What a perfect time to be in the Sunshine State as we welcome you to TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville, Florida. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store. Between the Houston Texans, now a crease here as he's past the 30. And so out come the Texans for their opening drive. And leading them, Charles, their quarterback, their field general.
And if you go by the numbers, he's had a Pro Bowl-type season. And maybe that's even selling him a little bit short. He's the NFL leader in touchdown passes to this point in the year. And with the end of the season not too far away, he's got his guys playing at a very high level.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. Looking to throw. Lets it fly deep for Cobb. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Houston. Randall Cobb hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Texans have taken the early lead. Not a bad way to start it.
And I think that was part of their script, because so many teams script their opening possessions, and whether it's just that possession or even deeper into the half, sometimes it's 15 to 30 plays. That had to be one in there where they call a shot play. Go for the big one, and they got it done.
Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it results in the Texans finding the end zone.
Bentley the Shepherd is watching the live, so you better do good.
Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
The Jacksonville offense getting ready to begin this first drive, and at the helm, the #1 overall pick back in April, Trevor Lawrence, the rookie out of Clemson.
And I'll bet he's talking to his guys about resisting the temptation to try and turn this into an up-and-down game, almost like basketball, where both teams press and one team gets an advantage. Our team's trying to. Doesn't matter whether you're equipped or not. Just settle in, get calm before you go for the.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby, and they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that, because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
Yeah, we're definitely in top form and pitched a shutout, as a matter of fact. That's the cherry on top of a great week of preparation. And you know what? These guys are eager to keep it going. So motivation this week, not an issue.
First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
Lawrence with the handoff to Robinson. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49. A gain of just 2. The numbers in last week's ball game for Robinson. 14 carries, 53 yards.
They've lost a bunch of games in a row now. They've got to start thinking a little bit differently, maybe a little bit outside of the box. Find other ways to...
And got his man complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. These two teams, they met up way back in the season opener. And it was the visiting Jaguars who won that ball game, so they'll look to make it a clean sweep here at home in Jacksonville. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Shaq Lawson, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. Behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Lawrence. Open space inside the 10. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. And I think Eifert may be in some pain. Staying down following that play. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Looking to throw, Lawrence. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. DJ Chark, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Lawrence. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. Luke Farrell with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Jaguars are back within a score. So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yeah, it's a game within the game, isn't it? Because every team wants to win bowl games on their schedule. But the development of this rookie quarterback is paramount for this team. So you're exactly right. Every rep, doesn't matter what the game, what the situation, what the score, valuable for him, valuable for his team as they look towards next year.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game. And in doing so, I would take my game plan and get David Johnson on his way.
Have some of this.
Touchdown, Houston. David Johnson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Texans are able to show off their quick strike ability.
I know I should keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game long. I can't set that aside. We just saw it again here. Missed tackles leads to his long touchdown run.
Fairbairn now to add the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. One play on the ground and into the end zone for 6. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here.
his throw here's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Lawrence to throw. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Devon Kennard in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. On is Presley Harvin now as he'll send this one away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And he'll take it just outside the 40. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5. And an update from the Circle City up in Indianapolis. It's the Colts in that one that have grabbed the early lead. Carson Wentz, a first-quarter touchdown pass in that one. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Open man is Cooks. He's got it. Touchdown, Texans. Brandon Cooks. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Texans push further out in front. Little loft on that touchdown pass and sort of dropped it in the breadbasket perfectly.
Right in the bucket. And when you're coming out of college and you're a rookie in the NFL, sometimes you forget about the different types of throws you have to make. You just rely on your fastball and throw it as hard as you can.
And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. At issue here, does the football make contact with the ground before he secured it? And I think some of these angles are going to give us a pretty good look.
Secured is the important part because the ball can touch the ground, but it can't be loose when it does. So that's what they're going to have to try and figure out.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. And the Jacksonville offense on their way out again as we take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They have to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. But they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now a throw here to his running back. Call it a pickup of 7, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Now Lawrence. And this is going to be incomplete. And the Jaguars send out their punter.
Let us go, Jags. Let us go, Jags. Let us go, Jags. Let us go, Jags. Let us go, Jags.
Fielded at about the 28. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Nearly a huge return as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. And now let's look at David Johnson. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. David Johnson with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Texans continue to pull away here in this first half.
Bottom line, when you play a runner with these talents, you've got to be able to wrap up and get him on the ground. Or the first person who gets there, hold him up long enough for the next wave to get there and get him down. Otherwise, he will continue downfield and find pay dirt.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And a route is on here in this first half. So they hit pay dirt on just one play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before and realize it hasn't worked somewhere else. And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Lawrence. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. And that is incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fielded just inside the 30. And running with power here.
You know what? Why don't you just start
Touchdown, Houston. A 71-yard punt return. And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Well, it certainly feels like that kind of game, doesn't it? No matter what they do, it's going to work. That might be the absolute crusher right there. A punt return for a touchdown.
Feels like there's been a lot of crushers in this game. This lead just gets bigger. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And the route is all. Well, it's no secret. That's why they have him return punts. He has the capability to take them back, and he did so there. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over.
Miami had a blowout game 7-0 to 2-0 Denver in same
drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
They start on the ground with Robinson here. And nice yardage right off the bat here as he's up to about the 24-yard line. On the tackle there, Lonnie Johnson.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Now a give, right side, Robinson. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Fielded at the 20. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And here's David Johnson in the Houston offense yet again. And he's found the end zone twice, and now I'm guessing he's thinking, hey, let's find it 3 times.
And you got to figure from the defensive perspective, how has he gotten there twice? What are we going to do to keep him out for a 3rd time? How do we tighten things down? Because he and his offensive mates, they are really in sync right now.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just given him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. Oh, he didn't spike it. He faked it. Under pressure, they got him again. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep him warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On first down, Lawrence. They'll find Farrell open left side. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Here's Lawrence to throw. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Former Buckeye first-rounder Garyon Conley there to knock that away. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
Josh Lambo for the field goal. A 53-yard attempt.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. We know he has home run hitting ability in the punt return department, and he showcases it there all the way back for 6.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
He's letting it fly for Cooks. And this is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Brandon Cooks. His second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Texans have taken a 6-touchdown lead.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
At 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. A lot of the problems have been on the other side of the ball. Is that frustrating for a quarterback who's been playing well?
It is, but there's no way that the best ones let their teammates know that. They actually take it upon themselves and say, okay, I have to do even more, or I need to play better. Maybe even say I put my defense in a bad spot. That's what true leadership shows you.
Yeah, well, he doesn't need to change much personally. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Lawrence. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And they will set up shop red zone territory at the 13-yard line. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
1st and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
They'll look to throw here. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. But it'll be 2nd and goal.
They got 18, loves to go deep.
He'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking to go back to Cooks one more time, but now it's 3rd and goal. They'll set up to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Randall Cobb as the first half is winding down. And the Texans will extend their lead here just before halftime.
So whatever happened to rookie quarterbacks taking time to adjust to life in the NFL? Because this guy looks like he's been doing it for about, 7 years? 4 touchdown passes? That's not something rookies are supposed to be doing with the ease in which he's doing it.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And the result, a Houston touchdown. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This fielded right at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as he'll get him down shy of the 20. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, time for a sprint to the finish, as it's time to get you caught up with what's happening around pivotal Week 15. We'll get started up at Lucas Oil Stadium in the capital city of Indianapolis. And it's the Colts on top as that one approaches halftime. Carson Wentz has thrown a couple of touchdown passes there. From there, we head to Hard Rock Stadium to check on the Dolphins at home in Miami. And it's the visiting Jets who have the lead in that one. Jamison Crowder, 2 touchdown catches on the afternoon. Lastly, let's get to Pittsburgh. Check on the Steelers at home at Heinz Field. And they trail in that ball game to the visiting Tennessee Titans. Josh Reynolds, 2 touchdown catches on the afternoon. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. Taken at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot. Pretty unlikely, but you just have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
To throw again on second down. Lawrence over the middle, and it's incomplete. Luke Farrell was the intended target. Third down here. Lawrence will throw. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. His throw incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. Again, it's Lawrence. It's caught by Bryant.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Looking to throw again on second down. Lawrence. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. He finds his man, complete. It's Little. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
Every time I see James Robinson make a run, as we just saw there, one word comes to mind for me, and that's determined. Undrafted, out of Illinois State, always doubted, and all he did, finished 6th in the NFL in rushing. What a find he was in 2020. He expects that to continue in 2021.
5 yards on the carry, good pickup on first down. 2nd and 5 now. Lawrence. They'll drop that underneath to ETN. And the Jaguars are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first. Now Lawrence. This is caught. Touchdown. Travis Etienne. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jags are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the second half. The last time out, another touchdown. I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the road
true.
to be fairly clear by the time we have to leave the booth.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being
You
taken
let them
down.
score on you.
Good yardage after the
Loser.
catch as that play good for 30 and a first. These two teams, they met earlier in the year in Jacksonville with the Jags coming out on top. So a win here in Jacksonville would give them the season series. He's letting it fly for Cooks. Touchdown, Texans. Brandon Cooks, 41 yards, and the Texans continue to pour it on.
Brandon, remind me again, this is a rookie quarterback we're seeing?
A rookie indeed.
I mean, because my eyes are telling me something I'm having trouble believing. 5 touchdown passes. He's thrown 5 in this game. Are you kidding me?
On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But nowhere
to go here. He lost the football. And the Texans say they have it. They do. And they will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Texans touchdown. Second time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured,
Those poor
harassed
Jacks.
the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown.
Sam Martin sets the kickoff.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Now whistles, and we've got a man down. A man down here following the kickoff. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive. Then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Lawrence. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. LaVisca Chenault, the intended target. But now it'll be 3rd down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. LaVisca Chenault, the intended target. And it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Throwing again here, it's Lawrence. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
I'm trying to understand. I'm trying to understand.
Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
Now Lawrence on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Travis Etienne out of the backfield. That'll bring up 2nd down. Back to throw again. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 10. On the slant, he'll get it to Jones. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the 1st. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. Just 21 yards on the punt there. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the 4th. And this will be a Texans 1st down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line. 131 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big...
And he fights his way into the end zone for a Texans touchdown. David Johnson, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Texans are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. And you wonder now if he might be able to remove the helmet, put on the baseball cap, and watch the rest of this one from the sideline. His 5th touchdown pass of the game.
Say that again. Did you say 5th touchdown pass of the game?
Yes, sir.
But that's a heck of a performance, isn't it? Because they've had no answer for him at all game long. Receivers have been open constantly, and he hasn't missed a single one of them.
Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw. Lawrence. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Devon Kennard. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Gary and Conley. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Lawrence. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
3rd and 2. Now Lawrence able to complete this to Chenault. And he will have the Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Lawrence to Chenault for a Jaguar first. To throw again is Lawrence. He'll get this off to ETN. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That'll go as a loss of 9, and it leads to 3rd down. Back to throw. Lawrence. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Lonnie Johnson picks it, and he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense. But I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. And Watson's going to throw it here. Rolling to his right. He'll let this go for the end zone. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it results in the Texans finding the end zone. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jacksonville set to go again offensively. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
A final shot now for Lawrence. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Houston, it's a 10th win of the year now as they move to 10-4. And they will head home next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, they drop their 10th game now to fall to 4-10. And they'll try and turn things around next week. Stadium with the New York Jets. And for Charles Davis and our entire
All right, gentlemen, we've made way too many mistakes this week, okay? Football's a simple game, but you keep making these silly mistakes, we're not gonna win. So let's get out there and let's have a good practice, huh?
Down! 60 Eagles, 60 Get out! Set up! Viking 18! Check go! Ready! 70 tip, hut! Set! Ready! Hawk 70! Ready! Hut! Let's go now! Cowboy, go!
Today, from NRG Stadium in Houston, Texas, it's Week 16 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Houston Texans. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. The Charger offense readying for their first possession, and it's Justin Herbert at the helm in his second season now out of Oregon.
About the only thing that didn't go right for Justin Herbert in his rookie season, the team's over. The year in the NFL was the fourth rookie with over 4,000 yards passing, just 38 yards short of the rookie record set by Andrew Luck in 2012. In addition, he set the single-season record for passing touchdowns by a rookie with 31, breaking the mark of Cleveland's Baker Mayfield.